Take no prisoners. We're set to see them run. Race 6. All in now, and they're off and they're racing. Burning Pride with Aldelar, the first to get going. Out pretty quickly also Take No Prisoners, and driving across here from the outside is Bristol Road. Shortly afterwards, Prince Hell's kicked up underneath of those. Then maybe one more. Accelerate just a little deep, but coming over now and nudging his way into the field, leaving the stretch. Followed by Langley, then Navy Blue, Danish Gem, and back there last of all is Speeding Bullet. And so they'd sorted themselves out with Aldelar rolling to the top, going over to the back straight. 1,450 to go. It's Aldelar more than a length clear. Burning Pride, the tempo had been ramped up early. A length and a half away on the inside to Prince Hell. Bristol Road's got into a beautiful posse. 2 lengths behind them then Take No Prisoners, outside of maybe one more, then a further 3 behind them. Accelerate. Down on the inside Navy Blue. They're getting along at a good clip going down the back straight. Langley third last, and 2 lengths behind them Speeding Bullet, and relegated back towards the rear Danish Gem. They've wasted no time as they head out by the 1,000 metres mark at the halfway stage, and responsible for the pace is Aldelar, who's being allowed to run along here by Boy Hill. Aldelar making play, and it's a good play in front. Burning Pride second. Down on the inside third Prince Hell. Over on the outside getting a great run throughout Bristol Road. A length and a half away on the inside then the Lancel and Galloper. Maybe one more down on the inside of Take No Prisoners. 2 lengths Navy Blue back there in the field with Accelerate. Langley still third last. Danish Gem, and again dropping out last is Speeding Bullet. By the 500 nearing the home corner, and Aldelar still had them running coming into the bend from Burning Pride. Over on the rails Prince Hell, being followed then by Bristol Road, working to the outside. Take No Prisoners under the stick at the top of the straight. Here's Accelerate winding up. Maybe one more back behind them. Navy Blue searching for run down on the inside, not getting a lot of room as Bristol Road reaches the lead 200 from home, but Accelerate is gobbling him up. And Accelerate at the 100 metres mark storms to the lead now, draws away Accelerate. He put the foot down on the accelerator, and it kicked away from them to win easily. Accelerate, he is pricked over Bristol Road. Prince Hell might be third in a photo there with Take No Prisoners, Burning Pride, and the luckless Navy Blue down on the fence. Behind them Aldelar, who got pretty tired at the step to the 2,000. Back there in company with Danish Gem, maybe one more. Langley didn't fire, and Speeding Bullet was back there and didn't fire a shot. Number 7, Accelerate. The gingerbread man, 3-year-old, has made it back-to-back victories. A good performance. Accelerate, number 7, and has just disposed of them in the last 200 there. He really did run through the line. A bit of a handful on trying to pull him up over in the back too for Cockatelio, but he really has come on and made the step from a provincial maiden into a midweek grade, and he's done it with flying colours this afternoon over Bristol Road, who'd had every chance. Prince Hell has poked up late after getting a good trip all the way down on the fence, just third in front of Take No Prisoners. 7, 2, 10 and 6 the numbers. 7, 2, 10 and 6. So Accelerate for Ian Rothney of Pinjarra Thoroughbred Syndicates, D-Man and Phil Ibbotson, P. Trezise, N. Styles, as well as W. Rosbender, D. Phillips Jones, Trevor Holgate, Mrs. S. Phillips Jones and L. Hurley. Ridden by Julian Cockatelio, scored by a length and 3/4 with a length second and third. The time 2:04.61, but they did march. They ran along at a really good gallop, and he was genuine. He really ran through the line, and a very lightly raced 3-year-old, third career start. And he's emerging as a horse that maybe can get to a little better standard the way that he's going. Disappointing run by Langley. Burning Pride was always there, but the step to the 2,000 was just a little beyond her. And Navy Blue got strung up down on the rails there and couldn't get through when he was searching for that run. Race 7 at 4:10 today. The owners only supporting WA Racehorse Owners Handicap. 16.50 the journey. No changes there to the next on the card. Let's go down and find a bit more about Accelerate. 1 3/4, 1 margins, 2:04.61, 36.34. The sectional rounds out all of that information, Gareth.
Accelerate, that was A sensational victory, and a gingerbread man that won over 2,200 metres jumping up from 1,400 back to the 2,000. You are a magician from time to time, Darren, but that's a promising horse.
Yeah, no, nothing to do with me. That's just what he needs. So, yeah, he's obviously got a good aerobic capacity and, you know, he's very trainable, you know, over that sort of trip. And we knew that's what he needed. So that's, you know, that's his forte.
It's the 3-year-old taking on the older horses, and he comes to town. It's a Wednesday afternoon, I know that, but only the good horses can do what he's done in his first 3 starts, you could say.
Yeah, I mean, technically he was nearly 2 when he did that a couple of weeks ago. You know, I think he's the 30th of August foal or something like that. But yeah, no, he's a nice progressive staying type. You know, quality-wise, where he fits in the spectrum, he'll tell us. But you know, he'll probably have a rest now. That'd be my suggestion to the owners. And then I'll, you know, plan away to the Derby. And he'd probably be a horse that'd only come in and, you know, you might see him in a JC Roberts, Mel Vista and then a Derby. You know, he wouldn't have too many runs leading into it. But anyway, he's a bit of a different cat as well.
He is a little bit different. You get a little bit nervous when you've got a Derby horse backing into another horse like that, but it's okay. How do you know their stays when they buy a gingerbread man out of a Mossman mare?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I don't really... I admire I love to take notice of their pedigrees and whatnot, but we treat them all as individuals. And when we get him in heavy sand and they can do what he's been doing for a long time, you just sort of know. His recovery's great, you know. He's got a lot of energy, and he gets through his work and he bounces back, and we can sort of keep it up to him, and he copes with it. So yeah.
Job well done, Mercy McCool.
Thank you.
Yeah, Brittany's catching up with the Frenchman.
I'm glad that you're starting to learn a little bit of French, because we're speaking to Julian Cockatagelo more and more in recent times. Had his first Saturday winner on the weekend just recently, and has been kicking some serious goals since then. And Julian joins us now. Julian, how much improvement did you feel in this horse from today to last start?
Much more relaxed when going out there. The way to go to the bars is Kent really like much more nicely today, more relaxed in his head. Look, I think he's still really green, but he's learning every step of the preparation, so that's really good. He's going forward and he's going well, like he proved today again.
When you balanced up on the corner, did you feel like you were the winner?
Yeah, well, when I come at the corner, I take my time a little bit with him because, like I say, he's a bit green. But when he gets balanced, he starts stretching really well underneath me, and I thought I was going to get there for sure.
Rebellion Air in the last. Can you make it another winner for the McAuliffe camp?
Well, I will try my best. That's what I can do.
Well, best of luck later. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
The Frenchman salutes, and a bigger round of applause too. Accelerate, too good. Defeats Bristol Road, Prince Hal, and Take No Prisoners. That wraps up race 6. We'll be back for race number 7 shortly.